So today's the 9th of July 2024, still in Croatia, last day. We're leaving in literally about 25 minutes, but I thought I'd come do one more update before I leave. I mean, it's been an amazing trip. It's been really nice to switch off, get that motivation to go back even stronger in that drive, and just reset really, because I feel like I was getting to a point where I was working against myself because I was just so tired. So it was nice to just take a minute to just switch off and restart. So we're gonna leave. I've had an amazing week. Like I said, I've done quad bikes around the island. We explored the island. We've done jet skis, every water sport you could imagine. Obviously clubbing as well, beach club, night club. So yeah, it's been a really nice week. Good food, good people. So yeah, it's been good. I mean, the main update I wanted to do is because I had sort of a little bit of an epiphany out here, because so I came here last year with a different friend, and if you go back on the channel like months ago, you can probably see it. But last year I really messed around with girls. This time last year I was just moving like a fucking idiot, like just going for it pretty much. And obviously it's because I'd just come out of a relationship, first time being single in 5 years, all this stuff anyway. And this year, to be honest with you, I came with the intention of doing the same thing. But then when I got out here and I started doing it, or not doing it, but thinking with myself, do I actually want to do this? And then I've sort of had a bit of a moment where I've been like reflecting and thinking about it and considering like, why am I actually doing that, and is that really what I want? Now again, it's probably not that deep, and a lot of you probably won't get it, and a lot of you probably won't think it means anything. But for me, that messing around and chasing girls shows an unserious person who's chasing quick fixes of dopamine. And now if I want to leave my job, I'm leaving my job, but I want to be a full-time business owner, which is what I'm doing. I want to go full push with this. I was thinking, like, am I embodying a person who runs a business that makes all this money, that does this well, that deserves to have that position essentially? I was thinking about it and I was like, well, no, because chasing girls, chasing that quick fix, chasing pointless sex and stuff that just means fucking nothing, ain't worth it. Now, the reason I can say that is because last year I did it, right? I messed around a lot, I met a lot of girls, and every time after it I felt like, what was the fucking point in that chase? It's just a quick fix. The chase gives you some dopamine. When you're doing whatever you're doing, gives you some dopamine, and then after you're like, that was a fucking waste of time. And so essentially what's happened this year is that my intention was to do that, and then I just sort of had a moment where I was reflecting. I was thinking, like, is that really what you want? Why are you doing that? And I was thinking, like I said, is this the type of thing a person who runs a business does, like, in terms of chasing these low short-term fixes? Now, it probably sounds extreme, and that's fine. A lot of you won't probably get that, and that's fine, but I want an extreme life. I want a unique, different life. So for the 90%, 99% where that sounds crazy, I get it. I understand why it sounds crazy, because when I was different a few years ago, I would be like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? But where I am today, the fact that I've messed around, the fact that I've done all of these things already, I've experienced it, so I know what it's like, so I can have an opinion on it. And yeah, it's just, I don't know, for me anyway, it's just not worth it. It's not worth the chase. It's not worth the pointless connections. And like I said, this whole thing I'm doing is I want to build a meaningful life for myself. That doesn't align with me as a person anymore, doing that shit, because it's meaningless, it's pointless. Chasing it for what reason? I don't even really enjoy it that much. You do it and then you're like, what the fuck have I just done? So yeah, I just felt like it didn't align with me as a person. Now, going back to all the books I've been reading and the way of life I've been trying to adopt in terms of like your mindset and how your thoughts reflect your life, like from the books like Psycho-Cybernetics, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself, I was thinking, like, how is that affecting me? Showing that I'm not serious, showing that I'm still messing around, showing that I'm still a boy essentially and not a man who runs a business. How does that reflect on me in my life? That was what I was thinking. But then I was also thinking, like, is it benefiting me and my business and my progress by doing all that shit? And it's not. Okay, I know I'm on holiday and this is an exception, but he's made me realise it for home as well, in terms of like just chasing girls and doing all this shitty little stuff. Does it actually benefit me and the business as a person in my development? And again, no, it doesn't. So what's the point in doing it? And like, at this point in my journey, if I'm gonna have any interaction with girls, it needs to be a relationship with someone serious, someone that I'd see long term, or it needs to be nothing at all. And again, if I want something serious, if I want something long term, chasing these little fixes ain't gonna cut it. And chasing these little fixes will attract the wrong type of girls and won't get me, let's say a wife, for example. It will just get me a quick whatever it is. So yeah, I find it difficult to say this in terms of like, who doesn't like messing around with girls? Who doesn't like doing all these things? But again, like I said, I want an extreme life. I want something special to be made out of my life. I want it to be unique. I want it to be different. And if that's one of the sacrifices I've got to make, so fucking be it. But again, thinking back to last year when I was messing around with girls and chasing girls, that was the slowest progress I've ever had in my business. The worst few months business wise, because I was so distracted, and I don't need that. Now's the time to focus. Now's the time to get my head in the game and go for it. So I just need to get my priorities straight, get my head in the right space and go for it. And like I said, I'm all constantly thinking of that mindset stuff and how your thoughts affect your life. Like, how do your thoughts and your mindset reflect your life and where you are and where you want to be? So yeah, that's a quick little rant. May not make sense to you, it makes sense to me. So I'll friends are calling me now, so I'll go back home. But yeah, and then tomorrow back to it on the grind. So yeah, it's gonna be an interesting week coming up.